What's going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and jump straight into it. First off, I wanted to announce we have our live stream tonight. We're going to be opening up some 151. We've got that Surging Sparks, which I'm going to also talk about in this video, and we've got Battle Styles. So I'm not sure what assortment you guys are going to want to see we open out of that, but let's just start off by the elephant in the room, Evolving Skies, okay? I just sold an Evolving Skies booster box for $1,000, okay, guys? That is, at least in my knowledge, that is a record number. As far as I'm concerned, Collecticon in Charlotte, which wasn't too long ago, I sold 2 of these same boxes. And you guys are gonna ask, well, why did you sell out so much cheaper recently? And that was mostly due to the fact that the only way I was going to get all of my other products sold that I hauled off to Collecticon was if I included the Evolving Skies boxes. So I threw that in as part of the deal so that I could get that liquidity back. Anyways, yeah, that was $650 was the going rate, and that was a couple months back. Now you have boxes regularly selling for $800, $750, $800. So this was shocking to me that someone actually paid the list price. And they paid. It's already been shipped off. This is another one that I have. I counted them again. I've got my case, and then I've got 2 mint boxes left. And I think I'm going to end up keeping the rest of these because I always in my gut knew this was a good set. I didn't need anybody talking about it. I didn't need it being hyped up. I didn't care about there being a bubble. I knew that the fact that there was Rayquaza on the front of this box, I was sold. As a Rayquaza fan, I was sold. I really wanted the Rayquaza VMAX. That was my top chase card out of Evolving Skies. But yeah, this box just sold for $1,000 last night. And honestly, I'm happy with it because I think that that is a peak price for such a modern box right now. And while I do see this box probably going to $2,000 to $3,000 a box way down the line, $1,000 seems really quick. I paid $150 a box, and I got a lot of crap from people when I bought my first case for $1,000. I got a lot of crap. But anyways, yeah, so that was easy money. We are saving towards a home. Right now, we are in a really, really good position, and I'm enjoying it, right? I'm enjoying feeling somewhat financially free right now. But anyways, I'm going to hold on to the rest of these. But yeah, that was eye-opening to me, guys. I don't know if that's going to last. I don't know if that's just because it's the holiday season and people are jumping on the hype train and they're buying all kinds of products. I will say this was a first wave. Well, the one that I sold was a first wave box. All the boxes I have are first wave boxes. Right after the set release was when I bought them. I will say it was a first wave box. I will also say it was mint condition, just like this one. Guys, this is as mint as it gets, right? And I don't really care about the condition of more modern boxes because honestly, it's just a flap holding the packs, right? With vintage boxes like the boxes behind me, it's a lot harder to keep these in good condition, especially based on their age. But stuff like this, I do expect to be pretty clean just because it hasn't been out that long. But yeah, this is a super minty box for anybody looking for an Evolving Skies box. This is what you'll be looking for. You'll see these Pokeball stamps on there, and on the back, it's a little bit faded, and that's very normal for that to rub off. But yeah, this feels really tight, really good. And shout out to the homie from making that purchase from me. I don't think he's going to have any regrets there. I think this box is going to do really, really well long term. The same way that I feel like Surging Sparks is going to do really, really well long term, and I don't want to get them... I don't want to mix it up with the fact that it's like Evolving Skies, because it's not. It's going to do really well long term. Twilight Masquerade is going to do well long term because of that Greninja EX. 151 is going to do really well long term because, well, everything in 151 is great. And I would say Paldea Evolved with the Magikarp, the Raichu, Tyranitar. Paldea Evolved is going to be great. It's crazy how that Magikarp really took over for that set. And then I would say, yeah, Surging Sparks is going to be good. Prismatic Evolutions, I think, is going to fall on its face. I think people are going to really go in heavy into it. Pokemon is going to print a ton of it. There's going to be plenty of it laying around. And I know that's somewhat of a bearish take, but I just feel like Surging Sparks is better because it has that Pikachu, which is the mascot of Pokemon for the most part. Even though I don't like Terra Crowns, look at the Greninja from Twilight Masquerade with that Terra Crown. It did really, really well, and it's still doing well. I think that Pikachu will remain, one of the trophy cards of Surging Sparks, but for me, it's all about the Latias. That being said, I also am going to clip in another video here. What's up, guys? So we're at my local Target right now. They got a bunch of Stellar Crown at the bottom. They have these Grand Adventure boxes, which this is how they're trying to cram in Surging Sparks into a lot of auxiliary products that like nobody really wants or needs, but they're still finding a way to sell us on it. This one has 2 Surging Sparks packs. I believe these are $18.99. New Horizons. I don't even know if that's the right one. I'm sure this is probably like $20-something, something like that. But anyways, you only get 2 Surging Sparks packs. So not that great, but you can see that there is product coming back. They've got these tins, which have older Sword and Shield packs, I believe, because that Tyranitar V is older. They've got some Stellar Crown boxes over here. Cleaver V-Star. This is what I'm in here for, guys. So I'm excited for this. They do have 151s, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab these 151s because it's just here. It's easy, but here you have it. You've got product still hitting the shelves at local shops. We're gonna check out Walmart as well. Oh, and then up here, these are all Surging Sparks, but they are $6 a piece. So, I mean, I'm all for stacking up on Surging Sparks if it's here at retail, but I'm not trying to pay $6 a pack. So there you guys have it. I've seen this also at Walmart. I've seen products at GameStop. All around me there is Surging Sparks product, right? This set is being super hyped up right now and it will not last. I'm calling it, right? Pokemon might be more bullish than it's been in a long time, but this is not going to last, and I'm going to tell you why. There are tons of people putting their cases up on eBay. Everyone's trying to get that $1,200 price point. There's a listing in the UK, $1,170 or $1,160, right? Eventually, people are going to realize that no one is buying these cases at $1,100, $1,200. Not because they're not worth it. With the Latias and the Pikachu being so valuable, they are worth it to buy at $1,200. But are they worth it right now to buy at $1,200? And I think the answer is no, absolutely not. I think prices are going to come down. I think there's tons of products, auxiliary products, bundles, collection boxes, blister packs, hanger packs. There's tons of product hitting the shelves, okay? Maybe there's not nearly as much booster box and case product out there as all these auxiliary products. But my point is, there's plenty to go around in retail, so people aren't really truly going to be pressed to buy into those case prices unless they are desperate and really can't find anything around them. Now, there have been times in the past where I could not find, like Crown Zenith, at the time when it released, I couldn't find it anywhere, right? But eventually Crown Zenith got printed to absolute oblivion, and people think that that can happen again, and it can happen again, and it probably will happen again, unless Pokemon is just operating completely different this go around. But I think history repeats itself. I think we're going to see that happen with these really, really popular sets, especially at the end of the year. Prismatic Evolutions, I think, is a really strong set, but I think because it is the end, it is the banger set, it is going to get printed into oblivion. And I think Surging Sparks is going to end up being the true winner of Scarlet and Violet. It really is a gut feeling, right? And that gut feeling is the same as Evolving Skies, that I like the set overall. But I will say that I don't think that all this hype is going to last, especially with products being available in stores, at GameStop. And it's going to keep coming, especially with the holidays. It's going to keep coming. Parents are going to keep buying this stuff off the shelves. They're going to keep supplying it. And you're going to see a lot more of those singles hitting the market. And when those singles start to really come down in price, I think is when people are going to realize if the best cards in this set are coming down in price and are being unloaded onto the market, flooding the market, okay, if we're going to see more and more Latias and more Pikachus going on the market, those prices could be the race to the bottom, could drastically fall, and prices And then what you're going to see is the booster boxes and the cases are going to follow just the same. So this is not a negative thing, guys. This is just saying that these sets are going to do well in the really long term. I've always thought Pokemon and sealed products will do really, really well in the long term. But in the short term, which is stuff that I'm thinking about, I want to look at singles. I want to look at loading up on singles. I want to look at, if I'm going to buy boxes, I'm going to wait for a certain price point. It's all about getting in at a certain price point. I have so much regret with how I operated the first couple years of collecting and sets that I felt really good about, but didn't go harder on. And this is no different. It's just this time I'm going to time it right. Evolving Skies was a completely different beast. And while, again, I don't think that Surging and Evolving are really comparable at all, I just bring it up because today I sold an Evolving Skies box for $1,000, and it just brings up a lot of memories. It brings up, the feeling, the sensation when the set first came out and you were running to GameStop, and I would go to Walmart and Targets all over Charlotte looking for products, and I couldn't find anything anywhere. And when I did, I really tried to buy a decent chunk of whatever was available. And now they've got distribution like on lock. Like, you're seeing stuff all the time. When we go to Target, I'm like shocked. I'm like, wow, there's actually Surging Sparks. There's packs, there's, collection boxes, there's, booster bundles at my local Walmart. And I easily could have bought out all the bundles, but I was like, no, let's just get a couple bundles and we'll leave it at that. There's going to be more product hitting the market and things are going to cool down, and it's better that way, guys. So if you've been patient, you will be rewarded, I think, in the short term. And if you haven't been patient and you bought into these sets, don't take it as like Ryan's saying this was a bad move. Like, it's going to work out for you in the long term, right? If prices are up there right now, prices might remain up there. People might really just stay steady and be like, nope, I'm not taking a dime less than $1,200 for a case, even though there's singles flooding the market. That might be the case, right? If people value the set at one point, they're always going to value it, right? So I'm not saying it's going to have a big dump, right? But I do think 10 to 20% of some kind of retrace in that realm, I don't think is asking too much. 10% would be $120. So you take that off of $1,200 and you're left with $1,080. I don't think that that's asking too much. And 20% would be $240. You take that off, it would be $960 for a case. Again, that is $1,000 for 6 booster boxes, right? I know money doesn't stretch as far as it used to. I know there's inflation, but damn, it's just crazy. We're in some crazy times right now. So call it what you want. It's not that opportunities are gone and dead, and we're living in a different time right now where it's just not sustainable to collect and try and make money. There's so much opportunity still out there. There's constantly opportunity. And now that I'm getting into grading, I even see the opportunity to continue opening products, because even if the pull rates are bad, if you get some really well-centered cards that can do well, especially with illustrations really taking off right now, you can definitely win. There's a lot of opportunity. Anyways, let me think what else. Oh, and last but not least, let me just quickly talk about this because it is a hot topic. It is trending right now. Randolph's Pokemon. He is the UK-based Pokemon YouTuber, and apparently the company that he works with or helped start, Ace Grading, I don't know the full story behind that, if he's just working in cohesion with them and collaborating and doing submissions for people. He was handling submissions, but Ace Grading, this company that he was working with or even helped found, I'm not sure what that backstory is, but this company got robbed. A lot of the submissions that he had that he was doing for other people, those got taken as well, and people are being compensated. And I watched the video. It was a short 10-minute video. I think it was really big of him to really get in front of it. I'm not really sure what else you're going to do. You've got to get in front of it when you have a bunch of drama and a lot of negative attention coming your way. But at the same time, I think the community, for the most part, has people's backs, understands that stuff happens, and as long as people are treated right, fairly paid out, they may even catch the people that stole. I'm sure there's some kind of insurance policy that they have over at Ace Grading where they basically, that stuff got stolen, they can report it, they can file a claim, and they maybe get some of that market value back that they lost, that they've also had to compensate other people for. I would also assume that after this type of thing, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, you can't be fooled again. That's the wrong saying, but anyways, fool me once. I always forget this because I'm brain dead right now. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. But fool me 3 times and we can't be fooled again. That's what it was. Some kind of meme or something that I saw. Anyways, this is probably not ever going to happen again. It was a big deal. It's a newer company. I've never even heard of Ace Grading, so this was kind of like, what is this company? What happened? Why have I never heard of them? But I think it's just because it's UK based, and that's why I haven't heard much about it. But this happened once. It's highly unlikely this will ever happen again, and I don't think people even mind that much. I think they understand this is embarrassing. This hurts his reputation, and clearly in the video, he looks distraught. I will say, I did not realize that he had 580,000 subscribers. That video alone, I think right now has like 150,000 views. That video is getting so many views. You could say that this negative attention, like he stressed that things were going wrong in his life right now, like everything was going wrong. And that is life. I mean, there's the highs, you're up. You never think you're going to be more up than where you're at. And then the lows, you know, life is a roller coaster. You hit the lows and you're like, damn, I'm never going to be back up again. But that's the beauty of life and all of its challenges. And I think this was an anti-fragile event that happened. And by anti-fragile, I'm talking about the concept of anti-fragility, which is like when something happens, you roll with the punches and you use it to your advantage, right? And in this case, I think it actually worked out pretty well for Randolph. I don't think that this was a net positive, but I also think that everything happens for a reason in life. In this case, you know, he's trying to start his company, trying to collaborate or whatever, or grade for people. And he's getting a lot more eyes. This video was definitely like, you want to click on it, you're interested. Oh man, something tragic happened. Like what went down? And other people are talking about it as well in the space. And so you click on it, but those views translate to ad revenue, translates to maybe more eyes on the stuff that he's doing and cards that he's selling, or maybe more people are like, hey, I know that happened once, but I would actually like to submit with you and support the cause. I know I saw in the comments somebody donated to, like, this community is incredible with coming together and supporting, but I think this actually still worked out to get some, it's kind of like bad publicity is still good publicity, right? I think it's like a situation like that, and that's all you can do, right? When something crappy like this happens, you just got to handle it. You got to roll with the punches, and I think he did that. He got in front of it. The community still supports him. I've never seen his videos, which is incredible because he has such a large following that it's shocking to me that I could go this long in this hobby and just find a creator after years of being in this space. But yeah, now I know his channel. I'll check out what he's doing. Seems like a really cool, nice guy. Seems really charismatic. But anyways, just wanted to bring that up because it was recent news. I want to say, if I have anything else on the agenda, yeah, I think that's all I got right now. I'm probably forgetting something, but we'll just have to save it for the next video. Anyways, I wanted to keep it short. I hope to see you guys tonight for the live stream. I'm really looking forward to it. 7:30. See you guys there. Deuce, deuce.